It's Thursday, December 19th, 2024. Thanks for joining me today. If you would be so kind, please give this video a like, share this video all over your social media, and please subscribe. Hit that bell notification down below so that you are alerted when the newest videos drop. Would really appreciate that. And comment on anything you want to comment on in this video. But I want to begin with this, the rat race, where people are really losing control. A lot of people. I'll listen to some call-in radio shows, other YouTube channels where people, TikTok videos, where people are just losing control. You see it every day. You go to a Costco, you know, people walk like zombies. They cut right in front of you. Nobody's courteous. Nobody says, excuse me. People look extremely depressed. They look extremely medicated. They're losing sleep. They're short-fused, physically exhausted and tired. This is what we're witnessing in this society where we've been told daily for years that this is a booming economy. Everybody's thriving. It's never been better. And, you know, if you're one of these people, I'm not a doctor, but do whatever you have to do to get the help that you need, whether that's a church, a rabbi, a priest, a pastor, somebody in the medical field, because people begin making very, very bad decisions when they're under this much stress, when they're not sleeping, when they're drowning with massive amounts of debt. They start hitting the booze, they're hitting the pills. Bad thoughts go through their mind. This wrecks families. You start seeing divorces skyrocket, which we are seeing. And people really make bad decisions. So, you know, if you know somebody like this, you know, make sure that you're talking to them. If this is you, you know, seek professional help. My advice, again, I'm not a doctor, is be walking close to God, praying to God for strength and direction, because we are in a rat race where millions of people are now losing control. Just imagine you're behind on the rent, behind on the mortgage, maybe 2-3 payments behind on the car. Maybe you or a spouse has lost a job. Imagine these people, the situations that some of these people are in right now. A lot of people in this country. We live in a country now where half of this country doesn't even have $500 saved up. And if that's not stressing people out, I don't know what is. Now, I want to get into this article, Drone Mania on the Hedge. More drones, more states. The saga continues. Nobody has an answer for any of this. But the people at the very top are telling you and I, don't worry. These are the same people that said that the border was safe, inflation was transitory, and that Biden would not pardon his kid. These are the same people who've been lying to us for many, many years, telling us not to worry about anything, even though they're telling us they don't know what this is. So let's keep an eye on what's happening with all the drones out there. Nobody seems to know what this stuff is, but life goes on. People, as long as they have their football, they're going to just continue with their daily lives, I guess. But I think we should all be a little concerned about what is going on. Comment down below. U.S. Existing home sales surge in November, but this on the Hedge today. Sales rose 4.8% month over month. The but is this. Take a look at the 10-year bond yield today. It was up as high as, I believe, about 4.58. I think it's about 4.57 as I make this video. It is going to get more expensive to borrow money, especially if you need a mortgage. Wolfstreet.com, housing bubble and bust, number 1 and number 2, as seen through employment in mortgage lending. And again, if you get a couple minutes, check these articles out, do your due diligence. Knowledge is power. From June 2021 to October 2024, employment at non-bank mortgage lenders plunged 35.8% according to the latest data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Refi mortgage apps down 70% from the same period in 2019 and by 81% from the same period in 2022. You know, I always hear or see stuff on social media where people in the business just brag about, oh, they're just closing so many deals, they're doing so many deals. They're lying. Most people have already lost their job in the mortgage industry, and if they're in it, they are having a very difficult time making money. Mortgage apps to purchase a home are down by 40% from the same period in 2019 and by 48% from the same period in 2021. Existing home sales. We're going to see around 4 million sales of existing home sales this year. That is the lowest since 1995. So these industries are literally collapsing. It's been catastrophic for people in the mortgage business. Real estate agents now feeling massive amounts of pain. I see so many real estate agents on social media that used to brag about this sale and that sale, and they're doing this with their money, and they're partying here, and they're taking vacations, and they're making all this money, and yada, yada, yada. And so now these same people have absolutely nothing going on. So be very, very careful. If you're in the business, you've been in the business, I hope you've been putting money away. I hope you put it away for a rainy day, because you are going to see a storm in the housing market for the next coming years for sure. And if you're an agent, hopefully the smart agents put money away because they understand the cycles. And a lot of the new agents who've never been through the ups and downs, you know, they're out there buying swimming pools and Mercedes and living way beyond their means. They think that, you know, the housing market just going to continue to go up and up and up, and they never prepare for a correction. So mortgage apps way down. Sales of existing homes. Yes.
Do you play golf?
No.
Okay, so quiet is part of it.
Well, that's too bad. I'm filming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
so you're interrupting me in my work.
I'm sorry. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you for your consideration. Goodbye. Sales of existing homes down 35% in 2024 from 2021. Here's another one today. This is the rudeness of people right here that, you know, play in my backyard right here, going to come up here and ask me to quiet down. That is the rudeness of people today. So you're very rude. You're very rude. Beat it, loser. So this is the mentality of people today right here. So let's take a look. Let's take a good look at them right here. You might recognize them. There they are right there. There they are. Got to get that in. Yeah. So anyways, that is the mentality today of people. Very rude, but that's okay. The show must go on. So foxlive.com. Deutsche Bank says the Fed won't cut rates in 2025. Again, the rudeness of people right here in the backyard, right here, walking up to me while I'm working and asking me to be quiet while they golf. That is the mentality of people today. And I just don't, like, many of you will not bow down to people like this. And of course, when you tell them to beat it, they just beat it. But anyways, foxlive.com. Deutsche Bank says the Fed won't cut rates in 2025. And I'm beginning to believe that 100%. I think that the Fed is going to have to be very, very careful here. Inflation is beginning to soar. It has not gone away. And so the Fed now is stuck in a place where it cannot cut and it cannot raise. Enrique just showed up here, had to answer the door, but we're going to continue with the next couple articles here. Studyfinds.com. You shouldn't have holiday shoppers spending $10.1 billion on gifts nobody wants. This is an interesting article because we talked about the waste of food over the holidays and how America wastes so much food, and the amount of wasteful spending on gifts that people don't even want. Does this person you give a gift to really want what you just bought them? And so Americans are going to spend $10.1 billion in wasteful spending on unwanted gifts. So make sure that you're giving somebody a gift that maybe, you know, something that they actually need or actually want. But again, people are going to go into debt buying dumb stuff for people that don't even want this dumb stuff. So think about that. McDonald's French fry supplier warns demand sputtering, sends shares crashing. Lamb Watson, we've talked about this many, many months ago. A major French fry supplier to McDonald's missed its second quarter earnings and slashed full year guidance for the second time. I looked at their stock. Their stock was down 20% today. 41% down year to date. People at this point now are having a difficult time even affording French fries at McDonald's. This is how bad it's getting. Peter Schiff, world central banks are starting inflation yet again. If consumers were in the greatest shape ever, as we've been told for 4 years, Donald Trump would not be the president today. Think about that. During the first 2 fiscal months of 2025, the budget deficit in those 2 months alone was $624 billion. That's a 65% increase over the same 2 months a year ago. All these numbers confirm that inflation is bottoming out and is headed much higher, and it never got anywhere near 2%. Inflation is going to rear its ugly head in a big way all over the world. The government has robbed you, ladies and gentlemen, and I think you better accept that. And I hope that everybody is preparing the best way that they can, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, because I think 2025 is going to be a very, very bumpy year. I'm optimistic, I'm hopeful, but I'm also realistic. Another article today, America bets on everything. And this is very, very interesting because we have a culture, a society that literally bets on everything. We look at online gambling, $150 billion industry, huge, huge industry. Bitcoin, cryptos, the stock market, the meme stocks. America is gambling on everything. And so many people doing this are using debt, credit cards to gamble. People have pulled out so much money out of their homes to gamble into cryptos, the stock market. And if it doesn't pay off, if these people lose, they're going to lose it all. And I will close with this last one today from Reuters. Putin says Russia is ready for a missile duel with the United States. The Orshnik hypersonic ballistic missile could defeat any U.S. missile system, Putin says. And he's very, very correct. We've got to be really, really careful here, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know what's flying around U.S. airspace. We are a bankrupt nation. We are falling behind with our technology. Our military is falling behind. We must be very, very careful. And why we keep antagonizing these countries, I have no idea, because these are wars that we cannot win financially, wars we cannot win militarily. So comment down below on any of this stuff. I apologize for the rudeness over here from these very, very rude people. But again, don't bow down to rudeness. Tell them to beat it. God bless. Have a great day.